Hello everyone, this is RVY. In today's video, we will be discussing Security Investigation Part 1. But before we start, let me mention some disclaimers, that the contents of video is only a product of personal experience in security industry for over 2 decades. There might be consistent or inconsistent to the standard approaches as taught in training institutions, but then it wasn't the intentions of doing so. The main purpose of this video is just to entertain and provide some pointers to all my friends and colleagues in our profession. Please allow me also to greet a wonderful and blessed day to everyone, to all security practitioners. Hi also to my friends from Superstar Security Agency, namely, Jerry Yamit, Ronnie Perez, Gelbert Labradilia, Lopi Dornilla, Arnold de Guzman, Alan Ibardaluza, Juan Bomate, and Noel Hidalgo. And of course, shout out to my friend from Cagayan de Oro, Mike Antonio. Now let's start. What is security, and what is investigation? The investigation is a planned and organized determination of facts concerning specific events, occurrences, or conditions for a particular purpose, while the security is a protection from loss through robbery, theft, fraud, and damage from any form of threats or hazards. The investigation report is an end product, resulting from the collection of available information pertaining to the subject matter that, when processed and evaluated, it produces an investigation result. The investigation, in general, is a collection of facts. To accomplish the threefold aims: number 1, to identify an offense and locate a guilty party; number 2, to provide evidence and establish an offense of guilt; and number 3, to recommend what is right for to a subject matter. The investigation has 3 elements, which are, number 1, investigator; number 2, purpose of investigation; number 3, subject matter of the investigation. The best tools in conducting an investigation, the 3 I's, should always in the mind of investigator, which are, number 1, information; number 2, interrogation; number 3, instrumentation. Information is the knowledge which the investigator gathers from other persons, such as, first, acquiring information from regular sources, like victims and witnesses; second, acquiring information from cultivated sources, like background of subject matter. Interrogation, or interview, it is a skillful form of questioning to the suspects, as well as the witnesses. Example, the investigator will test the credibility of the suspect through asking questions that might trap the suspects later on. Instrumentation, an application of instruments and methods of physical sciences to the detection of crimes or sources acquired through scientific applications. Example, using fingerprint evidence or CCTV footages. Here are the qualities of an effective investigation. Number 1, objective: it is something or action that might do to help to gather and produce substantial and real information. Number 2, thorough: it is in actions or extra due diligence to examine all aspects with a great care or attention to detail. Number 3, relevant: it is a manner to closely observe the relativity of the subject matter under consideration, in order to attain the main objective. Number 4, accurate: it is a matter of selecting a precise and exact information. Number 5, current: it is a matter of concentration or focus to relevant issues. Here are the characteristics of a successful investigator. Number 1, observant: has the ability to interpret the manner and conditions of his surroundings. Number 2, resourceful: has the ability to provide interactive conversations. Number 3, patient: has ability to handle hostile suspects. Number 4, people-oriented. Number 5, understanding of human behavior. Number 6, understanding of legal implications of the work, and knowledgeable of the Philippine laws. Number 7, possessed of good communication. Number 8, self-starting: has ability to persuade uncooperative suspects or even witnesses. Number 9, healthfully skeptical, vigilant and not easily convinced by misleading information. Number 10, intuitive, or energetic. Number 11, an actor: has ability on how to take part to the suspect. Number 12, possessed of good judgment, honest, and most importantly, he might not be influenced by superiority. Next is the systematic approach to investigation, which are, number 1, define the investigative problem, such as, knowing the reason for the investigation, knowing the particular phases or elements of investigation assigned to the investigator, knowing whether the investigation is to be handled overtly or discreetly, knowing the priority and suspense state, knowing the origin of the information, Number 2. Collection of relevant data. Prepare a written investigative plan. This covers information needed, methods used in gathering information, location of sources to furnish this information, methods and sources to be used, personal observation, undercover, surveillance, raids and seizures, direct visit to the crime scene, study of the documents or records, operational files, identity of documents, newspapers, books, periodicals, correspondence, letters, mails, telegrams, etc. Use of interrogation or interview, use of recruited informants, liaison with agencies who possess the information. Number 3. Analysis and verification of the information gathered. Analysis involves a study of information on the basis of the following. Data collected should be appropriate. Information supplied must be factual. Verification method involves personal observation of the agent, secure reliable statements from individuals, documents or physical evidence. Number 4. Drawing the conclusion. First, when making a conclusion, the investigators must consider these sequencing. A conclusion must be supported by the findings of the investigation, and the findings must be based on evidence, and finally, the evidence must always be authentic and based from facts and truthfulness. Second, responsibility of the person requesting the investigation. It is only to lay down his knowledge over the matter. He has no authority to dictate on how the investigation is going to appear, or prevent investigators how investigation going to execute or commence the investigation. The investigator may also use the acronyms preliminary or P, R, E, L, I, M, I, N, A, R, Y. P stands for proceed to the scene promptly and safely. R stands for render assistance to the victim if any. E stands for effect the arrest of the offender. L stands for locate and identify the witnesses. I stands for interview the complainant and the witnesses. M stands for maintain the crime scene and protect the evidence. I stands for interrogate the suspect or offender. N stands for note all conditions, events and remarks. A stands for arrange for the collection of evidence. R stands for report the incident fully and accurately. Y stands for yield the responsibility to the follow-up investigation. That's all for now. Please kindly follow the part 2 of security investigation tutorial. Thank you for watching.